Hi, welcome to EDU 6540 Data-Driven Classroom Assessment. My name is Brenda Fisher and I will be the instructor for this course. I wanted to take just a few minutes to tell you a little bit about the course and a little bit about myself. As I said, my name is Brenda and I'm an assistant professor here at the College of St. Scholastica. I live in Esco, Minnesota with my husband and 3 boys. All 3 of my boys play baseball. So this summer, if I'm not at my computer, likely I'm sitting at a baseball field somewhere. I began my teaching career as an elementary classroom teacher. I've also worked at St. Mary's University and at the University of Minnesota Duluth. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you a little bit better. The title of this course is Data-Driven Classroom Assessment, and that really is a descriptive title to tell us what's going to happen in this course. We're going to look at assessment from a macro level in very general terms. What is assessment? What are the purposes of assessment? What does current research tell us we should be doing? We will talk about what good assessment looks like. What does that look like in our classrooms or in our work settings? And how do I do that? How do I create really good, sound, strong assessments? We'll talk about what we do with the data from the assessments that we give our students. We'll talk about how the assessment information informs the work that we do, the instruction that we provide for students. We'll also talk about grading and homework. I know some of you aren't in a K-12 classroom or in a higher ed classroom or a classroom at all. Don't worry about that. All of the things that we talk about, the big ideas and the concepts in this course, you'll be able to apply to the work that you do in the setting that you are in. The major assessments for this course will be as follows. We will have discussions every week. We will also have some video responses which actually provide you a video or a video clip, and you get an opportunity to respond to that either through an audio comment or a video comment or a typed text comment. You will create a number of different types of assessments that you can use in your own classroom or in your own work setting. You will create an assessment plan. And you will, at the end of the course, write a grading statement that talks about your beliefs of what grading should look like in your own setting. The discussions run 1 week. Actually, all of our modules or learning activities last 1 week, which I know is a brisk pace, but that's sort of the nature of how summer courses are set up. Your initial post will be due by midnight on Wednesday night, and your follow-up posts will be due by midnight on Sunday night. Each of the discussions is worth 10 points, except for the welcome discussion, which is worth only 5 points. I realize that it's summer and folks are busy, so if you know that you're not going to be around, please try and take care of those posts early so that you're able to contribute to the discussion. The video responses will be done through a program called VoiceThread. And many of you already have VoiceThread accounts. I went and set them up for everyone, and many of you already have your own. So you can certainly just log into your own account if you have one. But I will also be sending an email invitation out to everybody. So go ahead and accept that invitation if you haven't already done so. And we will use VoiceThread as a way for us to respond to one another. I have found this to be very successful. Students really like it because it is an opportunity for us to communicate with one another via video or audio, which sometimes is missing in online courses. So I hope that you like it. I think that you will, and I have a variety of very interesting videos for us to watch. Throughout the course, you will also be creating a number of different types of assessments. I have those listed here. Each of those will follow a similar process. You'll learn a little bit about the assessment. You will create your own assessment. Again, try and make this something that you can actually use in your classroom or your work setting. And then you will share that assessment with a peer so that they can give you some feedback. You'll do any edits or any revising that your peer suggests might be helpful, and then you will submit that. Again, this all happens through the course of 1 week. So I will give some guidelines about when those should be completed and sent to your partner. But if the two of you work out something different that works better in your schedule, that's fine as well. Just make sure that you find a way for your partner to give you some feedback. I will be assigning those partners when we get closer to that portion. One of the final things that you'll do in this course is create an assessment plan. And what this does is it provides you an opportunity to look a little bit bigger at perhaps a unit or a larger project and identify specifically what the standards or the goals are, and then think about, how will I assess this? How will I know that these targets have been reached? So you'll create some assessments that align with those standards, and you'll do some sharing about why you created those and why you chose those. And then you'll complete a final reflection that talks about this process of setting up assessment at a little larger scale. One of the hot topics, I guess you'd call it, that we'll talk about this semester is grading. And I know that we all have strong feelings about grading and how perhaps even we have been graded or assessed, evaluated in the past. And so we'll talk a lot throughout this course about what goes into a grade and why do people grade that way and why do you grade the way that you do, and what makes you think that that's the best system. So at the end of this course, you'll get an opportunity to think about what you've learned and what you've heard from others, and think about what grading looks like in your classroom and perhaps what you would like for it to look like in your classroom or in your work setting in the future. As we move throughout the course, please contact me and let me know if you have any problems. It's hard for me to help if I don't know that there's a problem. Again, I realize it's summer. People's schedules are a little more fluid over the summer. If you know that you're going to be gone or you're going to be away from your computer, please let me know. I'm very willing to work with you to make accommodations in terms of deadlines and timelines, but please reach out to me and let me know that ahead of time. Again, I can't help if you don't reach out and let me know that you need help. There are a variety of ways to contact me, and email is always the best. I check my email probably more often than I should, so that's usually the best way to get a hold of me. I also have my cell phone listed there because that is a better way to contact me in the summer. I'm in and out of my office a little bit more. If you prefer, we could also do a virtual meeting via FaceTime or Skype, or we can just pick up the phone again and have a conversation that way. Again, I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. I'm excited about the course, and I look forward to getting going.